Right, well, welcome somewhat back to maybe Tekkit, and we all notice there's a slight problem in the fact that I'm actually below the world, and not just below the world. I'm over 500,000 blocks below the world. Now, this isn't cheating, this is genuine severe quantum suit stuff. It is slowly decharging. As you can see, I'm taking a bit of damage. But I am genuinely below the world. I mean, there's nothing. You can see I'm turning around. There's nothing down here. It's just pure void, and it just keeps going. I mean, there's nothing here. You can still move around quite freely, really. There's nothing. There's no blocks or anything to stop you. But here I am, below the world, Minecraft world. It is very odd. It's very lonely. There's no one else down here. But you're probably wondering, how the heck did you get down here? Particularly, how the heck have you fallen 500,000 blocks below the world? I just let it fall, that's how. But so I guess I did tell the server guy. He did know as soon as the glitch happened. But what happened was I was up at the top of the world, so about 250 odd blocks on the positive. So about the 515,000 blocks above where I currently am. So the somewhat building a GPS tower. I say somewhat because it wasn't working. So I keep having to pop up there and tweak it a bit. And so I had a computer down at the level 64 on top of my roof. Because I got a glass roof, that's all flat, that is. Doesn't go above 64, it's all underneath that base. Well, all underneath the usual ground level. Because I've fallen well past that. But so I had one there, I was just picking, or trying to pick up the GPS signals and to test things. So the following instructions, as on the wikis and stuff, wasn't quite working. But so this one time I sort of jumped down there to test it. I kind of jumped down and sort of noticed what I thought was just a sort of graphical error and sort of somewhat, or not rendered chunks. I thought I'd sort of edge a bit closer. You know, as you do, so edge a bit closer and sort of walk on about the first block because it's usually there. Turns out it really was not there, and yeah, I fell below the world. Flying a jet back out no as well, which is a bit hairy. That wasn't working. That doesn't stop you falling. So I quickly took it off, quickly put the quantum armor back on, thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to wait for a TP here because I don't want to lose 41 levels. We don't have a mob grinder on this. But yeah, I managed to get all the rest. If you wonder why my inventory's empty, well, it obviously wasn't, because I was doing tweaking it at the top there, but it's empty due to the wonders of the ender bag. In hindsight, I probably should have put the armour in the ender bag as well, because it would have kept the charge and I'd be dead, but I'd still lose 41 levels. But I was also thinking, how will I keep myself safe? Yeah, that's why I kept the armour. But I don't know of the current record of how far below the world you can fall. Maybe this is the classic Tekkit, so it is in I think it's 125. Yeah, 125. So I don't know, I might try and go for the record. It's either severe over 500,000 blocks below the world and still falling quite rapidly. I don't quite know the rate of falling. It's got to be about, by the looks of it, it's not that great. About at most 10 blocks a second, if that. I think the quantum armor's holding up. Ooh, Oh dear. Well, that does happen. That is the one downside of being that low, is that every so often now it decides to disconnect you and to crash the game, because I don't think you're meant to be anywhere. Well, I know you're not meant to be anywhere near it. So the what probably be happening, what you'll probably be seeing down on the actual screen, because I'm not seeing it right now, is the actual maths. So it's showing out the actual rate of falling. But well, I'm gonna keep falling. Until of course I get a TP or the quantum suit just wears out and I die and then I have to make a new one. But thank you very much for watching. I will hopefully be above ground next